Okay, I just got back from a little test drive of the XT250. I put bar risers on it, 30mm bar risers, and have to say, I like the way it turned out. I'm one of those people who has a long torso and relatively short arms, so I always had to hunch over when riding the XT if I had to stand up. So that won't be a problem anymore for me. Okay, and now to see if I like what I've done with the KLX. Okay, what I did is I ordered a 13-tooth front sprocket and a 47-tooth rear sprocket. And this morning I went to go change this sprockets in chain. Couldn't get the front sprocket off. Sucker was on there. Couldn't get off to save my life. Tried electric impact driver, no dice, so I'm gonna have to get somebody who's got a pneumatic one maybe. I tried using a great big breaker bar with my wife standing on the rear brake, and yeah, still no dice. Okay, all right, never mind my pink cable here. I really don't care what color it is. That's the color that was available when I got it, so pink it is. Kind of goes with the camouflage too, right? All right. So we're going to see how this goes with. Okay, so what I ended up with going with it was staying with the 14-tooth front sprocket, but 47 in the rear. My purpose in doing this is so I get more bottom end for when I'm trail riding. It's been 8 weeks since I rode this thing off-road, so I'm really itching to do that. Next weekend, as of Thursday, it'll be 6 weeks since I had surgery, and of course 2 weeks before I had the surgery, 2.5 weeks before I had the surgery, this thing went kaput on me. So I've not been able to ride this thing off-road. I've rode it on the street, but not off-road. And I'm going to be riding it on the street now, not off-road. Oh, yeah, it does feel a little different. Okay. That's what I was going for, more acceleration. Alright, wonder how different it's going to be. Guess we shall see. Okay, so for this ride I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to take it out on this road. It does get up to 65 miles an hour. I'm going to see. I mean, I reckon I'll probably still get 65 out of this. I can't see why I wouldn't. I didn't get this thing for street riding anyway. this is my off-road bike, but I do want to be able to connect off-road trails here and there. Okay, so I'm in 6th gear. Okay, I'm already in 6th gear. It's pulling still in 6th gear. Okay, I just want to see if I get to an indicated, yeah, okay. There's an indicated 70 at about 8,500 RPM. And that has me 68 according to my GPS. And that's good, that's fine. That's as fast as I really want to be going anyway. Maybe like an indicated 65. Let's see how that feels. Okay, that's right there, indicated 65, which has me going according to the GPS 63, right around 8,000 RPM, and it's not too bad. Okay, that's fine. I was more than willing to sacrifice some top end for more grunt on the bottom end. So it's definitely more vibrating at this speed now, but that's okay, because it seems to be holding the speed a lot easier. I'm not at full throttle, so I'm going to get full throttle, and look, it's pulling. Which, I mean, before in 6th gear was more of a cruising gear, so yeah, I'd say, yeah, I can't complain about that result. I'll be happy with this, perfectly fine. Let's see, what road is this on? I might just keep this 1440 and not even worry about the front sprocket. Not for now. Let's see, what road is this? Is that the road I want to turn on? Will that road take me where I want to go? Let's check it out. I'm not even sure where I'm at. So busy thinking about the bike and what it's doing, I wasn't really paying attention to what road I was turning on, all that stuff. road that I turned on off that major road wasn't the road I meant to turn on. I turned one road too early. I mean, I won't get lost. I'm just looking for a particular road. I was really surprised to, I was just messing around on the XT250 on the way home. Took the XT250 to a barbershop as a way of its test ride with the new bar risers, and on the way back home I took one off one back road that has always been a really bumpy road, but you know, it's fine for a dual sport for sure. And found that they unpaved it. It's a gravel road now, so like woohoo. So I think I'm gonna go find that road. I'm gonna try to find that road. Okay, no outlet to the right. I think to the left well, definitely is the way I want to go. And I think that is the road that I want to turn on right there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. Alright, yeah. So we'll see what it's like when I get it on dirt. So happy to have this bike back. I think I like this gearing change. road. Well, at least I won't be behind them anymore. Alright. So somebody came out here and just graded over the pavement, threw some rock down. It's actually a lot smoother now that it's unpaved. Because man, this was a bumpy road. I'd never take a car down here. I mean, I suppose if you lived on this road, it would suck having all the dust thrown up. So we ain't had hardly any rain. So it's always just going to be clouds of dust. Hey, but you can ride on this road without getting seasick now. That's what it felt like before when they did the road work on it. Whew. Slide out a little bit there. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I think I'm gonna turn around. Yeah, rough road ahead. Not anymore. Pretty smooth road now. Yeah, it was a rough road though. Very rough. What's this say? Project 9. Project Card Road, whatever. Who cares? Who cares what they call it? Right now I call it gravel. An unpaved road. Within 10 miles of my house. Well, I guess it's semi-paved. Certainly an improvement over how it used to be, though. I guess the deal is, if you watch MotoGP, they're always talking about Circuit of the Americas and how bumpy it is. The ground here, the soil, is like kitty litter. It absorbs the moisture and then it dries out, and I guess it really expands and contracts depending on the level of moisture. Expands with the moisture and then contracts when it dries, and it wreaks havoc on the roads. You can have a well-paved road, be all nice and everything like that, and then just have these, nice and smooth, but then have these crazy undulations. Where the ground is just turned wavy, and in some cases it really breaks up the pavement, breaks up the concrete, breaks up the asphalt. Want to follow this all the way? Yeah, let's go to where the pavement meets back up with this. Let's just see. I mean, I know this is nothing. Next weekend, single track, back on it. Can't wait. All right. Last weekend I rode on some dirt roads like that, but miles and miles of dirt roads. Okay, let's turn around here. No one behind me. I guess time to head home. Yeah, I like the gearing that I got on here now. Yeah, I give it some gas and it goes. That's a good thing. Hear the tires howling. That's the sound of AT81 Dunlop Geomax off-road knobbies on pavement. Now, I've been really happy with these tires. I mean, obviously they're not the greatest thing for pavement, but it's okay. Now, for legality's sake, I would like to have some kind of DOT approved knobbies. Would be good. Oh, I'm a noob. I guess there are some Dunlop Geomax DOT approved knobbies, dual sport tires too. I don't know what their number is, but maybe I'll try that. I was thinking of some Kindred Trackmasters, Trackmaster 2s, whatever. But man, I really like these Dunlops. So if the DOT approved knobby Dunlop Geomaxes are anything like these off-road knobby Dunlop Geomaxes, great. I mean, I'll take the compromise on how these things handle on the street. I'm not going to be laying it down quick in any corners or turns. I'm gonna be gentle in the curves, the twisties. That's not what this bike is for. But this thing hooks up. These tires really hook up off-road. In sand, they do great. In mud, just fine. On grass, everything like that, they dig in. I like them. I like them a lot. Way more confidence inspiring than I've got some Tusk D Sports on the XT250, and they're good for what they are. I mean, they're a street legal. I don't even know if they'd be a 50/50 tire. They look a bit more off-road aggressive than that. But some people might call them a 50/50 tire. They tend to, I feel like a voting member with the front tire on sand. That's my real complaint with those, because sometimes I'll get into some sand that's a little bit deeper or whatever, and it's like the bike decides, yeah, I'm going to go this way, even when I haven't done anything to tell it to, and it just will track in some direction I didn't, for input I didn't put there. I didn't give it any input to turn that way. And with these tires, it pretty much goes where I want it to go. You feel that, how sand feels. But if I want to go that way, it's going to go that way. It's not going to suddenly veer off to the left or right, like what will happen with the D Sports occasionally. One time I was riding the XT, did a little jump, and when I landed, right after landing, suddenly the bike's like, yeah, I'm gonna go this way, and it went to the left a bit, like, whoa, And if you're on something narrow, or there's stuff that's close by, that little veering off this way or that way could get you in trouble. So but they're not that bad. They're not horrible. They're not as good as these off-road, but they're street legal. These aren't. So I'm breaking the law right now. Should be listening to some Judas Priest right now. And I allege to be a law-abiding citizen. Sleepy little downtown Cibolo is about to get a lot busier with that grocery store coming in there. I've only been living here about a year and a half, well, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in August. So 1 2/3 years I've been living here. We lived in another formerly sleepy little town in Texas, New Braunfels, which when I was growing up, I didn't grow up there either. So I guess I'm really part of the problem. These little small Texas towns that have been blowing up like crazy. What is it? I move somewhere and then everybody else decides to move. Is it me? Nah. I'm not that good of a neighbor. Come on, y'all. All right. Well, that's a little rundown. Thanks for watching.